Think about this. A few years ago, maybe a little longer than that, there were 2 people on the planet, Adam and Eve. And now there's 7.8 billion people on the planet. Back when Adam and Eve were on the planet, there were trillions of bacteria and trillions of viruses. And there were 2 people. And now there's 7.8 billion people. And there's exponentially more bacteria and viruses on the planet. I promise you, if bacteria and viruses were the problem, we would have all been dead a long time ago. Yet you see, because people don't know how to think, you see people reacting out of fear because they don't know how to think. And so we tell people, and it's another article on 100yearlifestyle.com, it's called Superbugs and the War on Germs. And I tell a story when I'm out in public speaking about it. It's on our podcast. If you haven't listened to our podcast, it's in several of those podcasts. What would be the proving ground for the war on germs, the effectiveness of the war on germs? And the answer is hospitals. Hospitals, they have sick people and healthy people there on a regular basis. You have sick people that are wanting procedures that are invasive. You have sick people that are just being monitored. And then you have the doctors and nurses who are healthy people. And then you have all the parents and the kids and the families and aunts and uncles, everybody coming to visit. And the healthy people don't get sick. And here's what happens in hospitals when the healthy people go home. The cleaning people, they'll go inside to every room, and they take these, they're wearing hazmat suits. They take these bazookas. They're not really bazookas, but they look like bazookas. And they spray antibacterial everything on everything. And then they scrub their hands with antibacterial everything. They wipe their face with antibacterial everything. And 90,000 people per year die in hospitals just from superbug infections. 2 million people get super infections that they had in the hospital, that they got in the hospital, that they did not have when they got to the hospital. That's an important conversation. You have time to have that conversation? That's why content matters. Do you follow me? Because we have to teach people how to think about all these different things. And so these people in the hospitals, why are they, these bacteria, why didn't the bacteria die off? And the answer is no. They did die off. Some of them died off. And the rest adapted because bacteria have an innate intelligence. The bacteria adapted, so the boogers got stronger, and they can't be killed anymore by the body's immune system or by all the booger-destroying chemicals that we already have created. So watch, if a bacteria has the ability to adapt, as human beings, don't we have the ability to adapt? We've gone from 2 people to 7.8 billion people on the planet. We have the ability to adapt. Our ideas are leadership-oriented ideas. And let me ask you a question. If you were willing to, how many of you would be willing to compromise $1 to have people get your ideas? Would you compromise $1 so that people would understand? I'm just curious. Would you compromise $1? Would you compromise $5 just so people would get an idea, get the understanding? So that's the first question. And then the second question is, what if you never had to? And then the third question is, what if it actually brought you lots more dollars? And made everything easier. Because watch.